Modern culture operates on the assumption that success is a direct result of volume, higher pressure, faster movement, and a constant state of exhaustion. We are conditioned to believe that if we aren't burning out, we aren't trying. This creates a psychological trap. When you grip an outcome with desperation, you introduce a level of anxiety that clouds your judgment. This internal friction often creates the very obstacles that keep your goals out of reach. Centuries ago, the Stoics developed a framework to navigate this tension. They prioritized deep, strategic stillness as the foundation for high-stakes action. Emperor Marcus Aurelius managed the complexities of the Roman Empire by training himself to confine his focus to the present. He understood that fighting the natural timing of events only drains the energy required to actually influence them. Moving with relaxed intention changes your relationship with your work. By dropping the frantic struggle, you preserve your mental resources, allowing you to act with a precision impossible to achieve through force alone. There is a practical distinction between wanting an outcome and needing it to define your worth. Wanting keeps you motivated, needing makes you reactive. The Stoics called this balance the spectrum of preferred indifference. You pursue success because it is useful, but your internal stability remains independent of whether it arrives. When self-worth detaches from the result, you become objective, seeing opportunities a desperate mind would overlook. This clarity is rooted in the philosophy of enough. It is the realization that your value is already established through your character, regardless of your external bank account or social status. Operating from this position of sufficiency changes how you interact with others. Because you aren't seeking external validation, your professional interactions become more authentic and less transactional, which naturally builds the trust required for high-level opportunities to emerge. Obsessing over the future is a form of mental leakage. It drains the focus you need to solve the problems sitting directly in front of you, effectively blinding you to the paths that are currently open. Seneca observed that real happiness is found in the ability to engage with the present without being paralyzed by a dependence on what happens next. He advocated for emotional sovereignty. This is the recognition that while you cannot control external events, your emotional response to them is an internal choice that you alone authorize. This reclamation of authority means you stop making your well-being a variable dependent on market shifts or other people's opinions. You act with your own values as the primary driver, rather than performing for an audience. Your ability to influence reality is tied to your presence within it. By mastering your internal state, you create the steady environment necessary to recognize and execute on the opportunities that exist in the here and now. Resistance is a mathematical certainty in any pursuit. However, a mind operating from a place of lack misinterprets a setback as a personal failure or a signal that the goal is impossible. The Stoics practiced Amor Fati, the love of fate. Marcus Aurelius viewed every delay as the specific training required to sharpen his skills. This perspective enables strategic non-action. Instead of thrashing against a closed door, you have the patience to wait until your effort yields the highest return. Success often requires a deep trust in the logical unfolding of events. Some factors are simply outside of your current reach, and forcing them before they are ready often destroys the very thing you are building. When you trust this timing, your anxiety is replaced by a high-level patience. You stop fighting reality and start using its natural rhythm to move your objectives forward. Financial and material success often emerge as a byproduct of this discipline. When your judgment remains clear under pressure and your actions are uncoupled from desperation, you execute at a level that commands significant market value. This is the Stoic version of a flow state. Like a river that shapes the landscape by moving around obstacles rather than through them, you achieve your objectives by aligning your effort with the natural order of your environment. The pursuit of a high-level goal serves to forge a character capable of managing that success. The external results are simply the evidence of that internal transformation. To get what you want, you must stop fighting the current of reality. Relax your grip on the outcome, anchor yourself in the present, and allow the process to unfold with the precision of wisdom.